Hello boys and girls, welcome to the Math Club. In this video, we're going to talk about bearings. The key point here says a bearing angle or a bearing is an angle in degrees, clockwise from north. A bearing is always written using 3 digits. Now, if we want to find the bearing of an angle or the bearing of a point, the first step we do, we draw a north line on this point. Let's say this is point B. First thing we do, we draw the north line on the point, and then we start from this north line and we go clockwise until we are stopped by the other line, in which that connects 2 points together. For example, this is A. So bearing from B, we will draw the north line, this north line, and then we will start from the north line and we'll go clockwise until the other line stops us. This is the bearing angle from B, and it's written in three digits, 0 to 5. We can use the protractor to measure this angle. Now let me show you a question about bearings and show you the steps of answering these questions. Question 5. A. Measure the bearing of Village Green from Castle Rock. Now this is Castle Rock. We're going to measure the bearing from Castle Rock. Now because the question said from Castle Rock, so the north line will be on Castle Rock. Good. Now, first step you do basically, and they answered this for you, you put the north line and then you start the angle going clockwise from north line until the other line stops you. And this is the angle that you're going to measure using a protractor. Now I don't have a protractor here, so I'm gonna say that this angle is 90 and I think this angle is 25. So I'm gonna say 90 plus 25 is gonna be 115. So it's gonna be 115. So this is the angle of 115. After finding 115, this is the answer for question A, of course. So this is 115. Let me write it here. Okay, good. Now I want to find the angle or the bearing from Village Green, which is question B. Now there are 2 steps to do that. I can do the same thing, put the north line and go clockwise like this, for example. Let me put the north line here. Okay, let me move it. Yes. I can put the north line here and write N, and I can go clockwise like this and say this is the bearing, and then find the measurement of this one and then subtract it from 360. Or I can use the corresponding rule or corresponding angles rule. How can I do this? Using the corresponding angles rule, first thing I do is I finish this line like this, and then I will say if this is 115, and they are on straight line, both of them, so they add up to 180. So I'm gonna say 180 minus 115 equals, I'm gonna finish this angle here, so it's going to be what? 65. You can use the calculator to do that, and I think it's 65, yes. So the answer will be 65, because when you add them, 5 plus 5 is 10, and you will have the 80. So this one is 65. Okay, so this angle is 65. Now I'm gonna use the corresponding angles rule that says what? That says this angle, let me draw it in a correct way, yes, to make it good, yes. It says, I'm sorry, yes. This angle and this angle are the same. Why? Because they are corresponding. Corresponding angles are equal. So if this is 65, it means that this one is 65. So I'm going to write 65 here. Good. Now, after finding this angle here, I can find the bearing angle of or from Village Green. How can I find this? By using the rule of angles around a point. Now, angles around a point, they add up to what? Very good, 360. So I'm going to say that 360 minus 65 equals what? Very good, it's going to be 295. You can use the calculator to do this. So 295. Remove this, okay. Now 295. When you add 5 and 5, you'll get 10. That makes 300, and then you have the 60. So this one is 295. And this is the bearing from Village Green. So as I told you, you can use both or one of the steps that I used. You can draw the N line or the north line and then finish the angle and then find the angle inside and then subtract it from 360 and you'll get the bearing from Village Green. Or you can use the corresponding angles method. You can use the corresponding angles rule or method in which saying this angle is equal to this angle because they are corresponding. Whatever step you can use, both of them will give you the same answer. And this is how you answer a question like this. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.